I tried to be the best father I could be. Wasn't perfect. I didn't play no games. I didn't. I just tried to be the best dad I could be. So it is what it is, right?
Now, my daddy said I only call him when I'm sick. Now, who else I'm supposed to call? Ghostbusters? When you a daddy for life. And he...
Go on and admit you're a daddy's boy.
I'm a daddy's boy. I ain't gonna front. When I get sick, or when I got a problem, this is what I run to, right over here.
Oh, yeah, that's what I'm here for.
This video is about Rickey Smiley. He's really having a hard time dealing with the death of his 32-year-old son, Brandon Smiley. And it just seems in this video that he's struggling because he did the best he could with his children. But I just want you to know, Rickey Smiley, you did a great job with your children. You kept them in church. You taught them how to become men. You taught them how to make money. You taught them how to carry themselves in public, how to stand up and be a man and take care of responsibility. And it is not your fault if your child, once they become an adult, choose to go in a different direction than what you have taught them. Just know that you did your part. You did the best that you could do. And for what I can see, in all the videos that I have seen of you cooking for your children and being there for your children, whatever it was they needed, you were there. You offered correction, even though they didn't want to hear it. It was there. You are an on hands father. You're not a father that's around about. You are on hands, Father. So there's no need for you to beat yourself up over this. Your son, according to what your words say, you kept your children in church. You introduced them to the Lord and you made sure that they were in church. And even though this young man has lost his life, he gave his life to the Lord. That's the good news. So if you didn't teach him anything else, that you think that you didn't teach them, you taught them how to go to the Lord and give themselves over to the Lord. And that's excellent. You can't do any better than that. Uh, my condolences go out to you and your family and his mother and his siblings and his daughter. It is a lot. I just cannot imagine burying your child. That is a lot. And no one can judge you unless they've been in your shoes. Once they put on your shoes and walk in them, then maybe they can come back and judge you. But from what I have seen, I think you're a great father. And I'm doing this video because I want other people to know that you are a great father. Here goes the video. Welcome to Straddled Events. On this channel, we bring you the truth. Sometimes the truth is quite ugly, unbearable, and you just don't want to deal with it. But on this channel, you're going to get it anyway. You are straddled the fence of good versus evil, right versus wrong. And on this channel, we're going to tell you to do better. Please like, dislike, subscribe, and share the videos. Now let's go.
Hey, good morning. It's a rough morning. Today it just feels worse because I think yesterday was the shock, but today reality is setting in, and I can feel it. I just want to tell everyone, thank you for your thoughts. Thank you for your prayers. Thank you for your text messages and your calls. Really I really appreciate it. Just trying to, just trying to, just trying to understand all of this. I feel bad for my other kids, my kids. Man, my kids confused. They don't know what to do. Everybody's asleep. I took a sleeping pill. I only slept for 4 hours. I don't have an appetite, but I feel bad for her. Miss Nichols up in Memphis. I feel bad for her. All the parents that have ever been through this. I just never thought I would be a member of an organization where you have to bury your kid. So it's a terrible nightmare. My mom is here. I never seen my mother. But excuse me. Just the look of just my mom just looks so like sadness in her eyes. My mama talked to my son yesterday morning. They were supposed to go to church. She was going to go pick him up and take him to church. She texted him back for the address and he didn't respond. Hour and a half after that, or maybe 2 hours, he was gone. I wouldn't wish this on my worst enemy. We serve an awesome God, though. I thank God for giving him to us. I feel bad for my son's mother more than anything. I feel bad for all the parents that got to bury their kids or had to bury their kids. I know what it feels like. So, it would be a blessing to see my granddaughter. We haven't seen her since Halloween. Why? I don't know. But thank y'all for your prayers and your concerns and your calls and everything. I really appreciate it from the bottom of my heart, the outpouring of love and support for us. I'm gonna be okay, but reality is setting in this morning. This morning is different from yesterday. Yeah, this some other kind of stuff right here. The way I feel like somebody's stomping on my chest, and it's just nonstop stomping on your chest and your butterflies and running back and forth to the bathroom every 5 minutes. And you ain't even crying and tears coming down your eyes, but you ain't crying. And then you're crying and ain't no tears coming down your eyes. I didn't even cry at all yesterday. I was just in shock. But today, the sadness is setting in. Every parent, they got to go through this weekend and last weekend. in the weekend before, all parents, every mother, every single mother that had to bury her son. As men, we suffer too, but I really want to put all the focus on all the mothers, whether it was from violent crime, whether they had cancer and was sick, whether it was a car accident, all the mothers that had to bury a kid. Because I'm watching my mother, and that's her grandson. Yeah, I can imagine hard losing a son, but I can't imagine losing a grandson. So thank you. My mom is here. She's downstairs. Both of my parents are here. She okay, she a G. But, oh man. I tried to be the best father I could be. Wasn't perfect. I didn't play no games. I just tried to be the best dad I could be. So it is what it is, right? So thank y'all for your prayers and your calls, everything. I'm gonna be okay. I really want you to pray for my son's mother and my son's sisters and his cousins, and my son had my youngest son my youngest son has his own issues. He got his own issues, fighting to keep him alive, and he's fighting to stay alive because he's dealing with a lot, dealing with depression and anxiety and stuff. And yep. Yep. So love y'all. Thank y'all for coming on here. Thank you for your kind words. It means a lot. It means a lot to us. So God bless y'all, man, and God bless your family. Just make sure you keep having real conversations with your kids. Keep your kids safe. Keep your kids safe. God bless you. And I absolutely love you. I absolutely love you. It's going to be a long ass week. A long week. So, all right, thank y'all for watching. Just a quiet Monday morning. But I have to say, I did watch the game. the last part of the game. That's gonna be a real good Super Bowl. So that kind of got my mind off of things. I have to go back and watch it. I recorded it though. But thank y'all so much, man. God bless y'all. And I'll keep this as a documentary. Document all this stuff and invent and all of this stuff. So love y'all, man. Peace.